Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. Welcome back to another birthday week bonanza where I'll be unboxing the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. Now, this is a new release and I bought it for my birthday because why not? But I had the Light Seers and the Muse Tarot already in my collection by Chris Ann. So you know what I thought? A Chris Ann triple whammy unboxing. Though these are going to be flipped through since I've used them already, and this will be unboxing. So I'm excited. Buckle up, get a snack. This video is going to be long, though there will be timestamps in the description box below, so you can skip through wherever you want to be in this video. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to start with the Light Seers flip through, then unbox my new beauty here, and then end it with the flip through of the Muse Tarot. So I've had this deck forever. Chris Ann, honestly, love you. You're never going to watch this, but I love this. Love this so much. This is probably my most used deck in my collection. Honestly, top 5, 100%. It's probably my number one, really. So this is the Light Seers Tarot, very popular. And just to let you know, there are a lot of fakes on the market of this deck. So the links that I will have below will all be legitimate links. None of them are sponsored or affiliated with me. The same goes for the other decks that I'll be showing. I will have everything linked legitimately below. So in the back of this deck, it says this 78 card tarot deck is a healing tool and guide to explore both the light and shadow sides of our nature. By reimagining the traditional tarot archetypes and symbols in a contemporary boho and intuitive style, the Light Seers Tarot expresses the light and shadow sides of our natures and explores the lessons that can be learned from both. The expressive characters who live within the landscapes of the cards tell stories and ask questions and provide guidance. This deck is an ideal companion as you seek to uncover the places in your life and in yourself that are most in need of illumination. So in the US, it retails for $24.99, Canadian $33.99. Pretty sure I paid retail value for this. It is published by Hay House, which is literally all these decks. And then it says here, and into the gray we follow like 1,000 flickering stars, and there in a sunlit hollow we lose and find what is ours. Now I do have her Oracle deck as well. That is actually already on my channel. So I will link it in the cards for you to go watch if you are interested. So I did put them back in order just so you can see, just for the flip through itself. These are the backs of the cards. Now, there is a table of contents, talks about, major, minor, working, healing, and all that good stuff. There's nothing really to note per se, in my opinion. There are upright and reverse meanings. The upright is light meaning, reverse is shadow meaning, and all that good stuff. So we have, a daily message, 2-card spread. We have light worker illumination. Then we have calling and love spread. And soul joy spread, which I absolutely love. So, as I said, light seer, shadow seer, upright, reversed. Then it goes into the meaning here. Let me just focus this because, there we go. Okay, and then it has an affirmation mantra at the end. So it's the same for all the cards, including the minor. Just to let you know, as always, I will pick a card and read from the guidebook. So let's go ahead and look at the cards. I absolutely love this deck, and it's my most used because it is very beginner friendly. Honestly, it's the easiest deck I have to read with intuitively because the artwork is just so intuitive. It's so amazing and modern, so it helps to read easily. I've never had a problem reading with this deck at all. It's also my most go-to for clients because it is friendly on the eyes, not overtly scary like some of my other decks. So yeah, I love the imagery. It's just beautiful. So if you are a beginner and starting out in tarot, I find this one's a good one to start out with. Because the book is detailed enough where you can learn the meanings of the cards, but the imagery is easy enough to also read intuitively once you actually learn the meanings, in my opinion. With the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and the World. Then we go into the Wands. And I just think she did really a fantastic job with the artwork. And this deck is diverse, just to let you know, which is always great in a deck, you know, especially one for nowadays. Like you want to put out diverse decks when you're making tarot, especially with people in them. I love this queen. Look at the cat and all the candles, so pretty. Then we have the cups. Four of Cups. Six. It's so nice. Definitely a lot of choices there. And the 8. The 10. And we have the Page. The Knight. Queen. And the King. Then we have the Swords. This card reminds me of that meme where they're like, it's a woman, there's like all the math around her, and then she's like, this literally reminds me of that. Then we have the Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. We have the 5. The 6. 7. We have the 8. I love this 8 of Swords because she's not actually trapped. The mirror is just a perception that she's seeing. So it's like her perception. She's trapped in her own perception, which really is what the 8 of Swords is really all about, right? You're not actually trapped. Like, there is a way out. You just need to change your thinking and your the idea that you have in mind, your own perceptions and stuff. So that's what I love about this deck. I love this Page of Swords too. Knight. With the Queen. And the King. Last suit, Pentacles. So we have the 2. The 3. The 4. We have the 5. The 6. 7. Now, the 8 of Pentacles is my favorite card, and this particular 8 of Pentacles is my favorite. Out of all my decks, this one is my favorite when it comes to the 8 of Pentacles. Like, look how beautiful that is. The 9. The 10. Then we have the Page, the Knight, and then we have the Queen. This is my favorite queen. Out of all the queens, she's my favorite. She's absolutely beautiful. And then lastly, the King. Absolutely amazing. So this deck has great cardstock. Honestly, it's matte. I love it. It's not thick like Hay House's other cardstock. This is an older deck, but the cardstock is really good. I love the cardstock in this thing. Like, look how beautiful this thing shuffles. So nice. So nice. So we're going to read the Nine of Swords. Okay, let's go to the Swords and read the 9. Okay, so Light Seer. Nightmares, worry, feelings of depression or anxiety, insomnia, fear, an opportunity to find courage, a time to focus on safety and the things that are going well in your life. Shadow Seer. Paranoia, deeply anchored fears, inability to think clearly, inner turmoil, negative self-talk affecting self-esteem, and opportunity to actively begin the healing journey. What's keeping you up at night, sweet Seer? This card suggests a time in your life when negative thoughts are gaining momentum, and when you may find yourself expending too much energy, worrying about the future. Perception is everything, so don't allow negative self-talk to trip you up. If a pessimistic mindset spirals wildly out of control, it can lead to anxiety, stress, or depression. Even when your thoughts carry no truth, are you imagining the worst instead of activating the best? Flip your perspective and send nurturing, loving thoughts to your situation to overcome any disturbing thoughts. Look to the light in your situation and notice that even the tiniest window of brightness can keep fear at bay. Use your light to expose the illusions and allow worries to dissipate and soften as your bad dreams are illuminated for what they really are. I see my fears as illusions that they are. So, let me focus this. So this is what I read. Focus that. Okay. So that's everything I read for the Light Seers. So you may have noticed a change of lighting. It got really dark here because of the time change and everything. So I had to put a light on. So that was the Light Seers deck. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the new deck, which I'm really excited about because I've seen some sample photos of it on Chris Ann's Instagram when she was like making it and creating it and asking for opinions on names and all that good stuff. So let's see what the cards are, because I've only seen a few of them. And of course the samples on, Amazon and whatnot. So I'm really excited. So this is the Tarot of Curious Creatures, which is a 78 card deck plus one extra card. So it's 79. And in the back, it says, the Tarot of Curious Creatures, with their illuminating conversations and grounded wisdom, the curious and quirky characters in this 78 plus 1 card deck and guidebook are strangely familiar twist on the traditional tarot. Now, journey with these friendly creatures to the center of your truth and allow them to guide you toward the unfolding of your intuitive knowing. So this deck retails for $26.99 in the US, $35.99 in Canada. I actually got it with $5 off. So that's always great to save money. $5, pretty nice. So I'm really excited about this. So this is the inside. Very cute. So literally the box is the same as the Light Seers. I will do like a cardstock comparison and stuff at the end. Obviously this is published by Hay House. Look at that thick book. Very nice. The backs are beautiful. And if you don't already know, the backs are all literally the same type of base design. And then she just adds different elements that go with the particular deck, if you didn't know that already. So we're going to crack open this book that has never been cracked open. I'm excited. Okay, let's see. We have Meet Your Curious Guide, readings with curious cards, path working with your curious guides, heads or tails, card spreads, majors, minors. Okay, great. Oh, what's this? Okay. Welcome to the world of curious creatures, particular guides, and unfamiliar familiars. Your journey with this deck will be an unusual and fantastical one. Let me just make sure that's focused. And I am just so excited to meet you. But before we begin, please go ahead and grab your deck so that you can clearly see me. See me clearly. Yep, me, the curious guide narrating this section of the guidebook. That's so cute. Okay, so hold your deck in your hand. Tell me your name. Shuffle. Then place it all down gently. Take a peek at all of us and decide who I am. That's cool. That's interesting. Maybe I'll do that after. Okay. Then we have interesting readings with curious cards. Path working. What does it say? Talking. Pathworking is a tarot technique that allows us to have an imagined conversation with your mind's eye. This opens up a doorway to the unconscious mind, and you'll be using your intuition, your creative visualization as a doorway to some pretty stellar magic. Interesting. It says, did you notice as you looked at me that the frame of the card is not unlike a doorway? That's cool. Okay, so we have heads or tails. Okay, so heads is going to be upright, tails is going to be reversed. Interesting, okay. That's nice. I like that touch. Making it pretty quirky according to the deck, which is pretty nice. We have an Earth Steward spread. Oh, we have an Everyday Curiosity and then Earth Steward spread. Taking action, mating season. Mating season, oh my god. What does love want me to know? How am I blocking this love? How can I call this love in? Nice. It's fine. That's funny. Guidance spread. Okay. And then it goes into the majors. Okay, so we have heads as upright, tails as reversed. And then it goes into the information, and then then there's a conversation here with the animal that's on the card. Interesting. Okay. And it's the same thing with the other cards. Nice. So I'm going to obviously pull a card at the end, and we will read from the guidebook. Okay. So this card stock feels a little bit thinner than the Light Seer. I will just point that out. It does feel a bit thinner. So again, these are the backs. There's like peacock feathers and whatnot. That's fun. So we have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess. Oh, I love that High Priestess. So beautiful. And the Empress. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Emperor. That's so funny. Oh my god. Leg warmers. That's hilarious. It's a llama, I think. Or is this an alpaca? I don't know, one of those. Oh, look at the lovers. So cute. Oh my god, that's so fun. This is hilarious. Oh my god, I love this. Look at the cats, the black and white cats. Oh my god, it's amazing. Strength. The sheep. I love how the strength card is a sheep and not a lion. That's good. Oh my god, the rhinoceros. That's hilarious. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Oh my god, the Hangman's a bat. Oh my god, Death. Is that a vulture? Is Death a vulture? Let me see. I gotta see this. Okay, we're gonna Death. Yep, it's a vulture. Oh my god. I think this is a jaguar for temperance. The devil. This is so good. Oh my god, I love it. Look at his smile. Oh my god. It's Zaboomafoo from the Zaboomafoo with the Krat brothers. I love the animals she chose for this. It's so funny. This makes sense. The moon. Oh my god. A lizard for the sun. At least she put a sunflower in there. It's pretty good. Judgment. Raccoons. And then we have the world. Oh, a fox. It's so cute. Oh, is this the extra card? The Fool 2.0. What does that say? So, the first Fool, it said pup. It said pup conversation. What's this other Fool? It's after the world. It says dog conversation. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's like the Fool starting out with the being a pup, and then it goes on its fool's journey and grows into a dog. That makes sense. It's about a full cycle. I like that. I don't know if we're supposed to take one out, but I'm keeping them in together because I think that's a good significance, in my opinion. We have an Ace of Wands. What is this holding the Ace of Wands? God, what a weird hand. Let's see. Oh, it's a gecko. Okay, we have another cat. Love that. I'm guessing this is a deer. Let's see. No, it's a stag. Then we have the Four of Wands. Is that a penguin? Oh my god, it is. That's so good. Oh my god, Five of Wands are hyenas. Honestly, that makes so much sense. If anyone remembers The Lion King and the hyenas in The Lion King, you'll understand. Six of Wands. This deck is so great, honestly. It's so whimsical. I love it. Oh my god. Look at his face. This is great. I'm loving this. Such a great time I'm having. This deck is so fun, honestly. Honestly, you want to have a good laugh and a good time, pick up this deck because, wow. I am absolutely loving it. Oh, I love this Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Oh, I love that. So we have a lioness and a lion. Love that. So I understand why the lion wasn't put as the strength card now. She wanted it for the King of Wands. And we have an octopus for the ace. And dolphins. Oh my god. So cute. Look at this Three of Cups. Oh my god. This is so funny. I can't even. Four of Cups. Oh my god. That's hilarious. We have the Five of Cups. The Six of Cups. Oh, that's so cute. Little baby. Seven. Look at all the dog things. We have the Eight of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Oh, little hippo family. 10 of Cups. All the cups are in a rainbow. Because typically there's a rainbow in the 10 of Cups. So did that instead, which is cool. Instead of having the fish in the cup, the fish is the person and there's a person in the cup. I love it. Oh my god. Is it a frog? We have a seal. We have another polar bear. Do we have a polar bear already? We have a polar bear in the beginning. Yeah, the magician. So we have a polar bear again. Seal and, yeah, polar bear again. Interesting. Could have done a walrus or something. So, Ace of Swords. We have the Two of Swords. Three of Swords. That is so funny. I love it. This is so good. A Four of Swords. The Five of Swords. There's the Six of Swords. Oh, wait. Tortoise and the Hare. Interesting. Then we have the Seven of Swords. An ostrich stealing birds. That is hilarious. Then we have the Eight of Swords, which is a horse. This kind of reminds me of Grease, her outfit, the horse's outfit. Nine of Swords. The Ten of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. The Knight. The Queen. And the King. Then lastly, we have the Pentacles. So we have the Ace. The Two. I think that's a duck. And the Three of Pentacles. That's so funny. Oh my god. That's so good. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five. Panda. The Six. Chicken. Seven. Squirrel. An otter for the Eight. I love this. The Eight of Pentacles is always my favorite card. So to see an otter is so good. And then we have the Nine. The 10. It's an alligator family. Or crocodile family, whichever. Oh my god. For the Page. That's so funny. Then we have a beaver with a horse for the Knight. We have a cow. A fluffy cow, which is a fantastic for the Queen. And then we have a moose for the King. Yes, I love it. This is so good. I am so happy I got this. This is like the funniest deck I think I own. Yeah, it shuffles just as well as the Light Seers. Like, wow. This is amazing. Okay, should be good for now. We're going to read the Walrus, which is the Emperor. So, yes. So, the Emperor. Heads, success, a consistent and calm leader, strategic plans in motion, confidence, ambition, leading your people with love, compassion, structures, sovereignty, being assertive. Tails, being over-controlling, domineering, authoritarian, unchecked power, rigidness. It says, huddle up, envision incredible success and your own, those alpha vibes you've got going on. The Emperor is here to make sure you set up firm boundaries as you step into your power. He's lovingly nudging you to delegate and to organize your domain so that you can get busy with the change making. Even though he is a structures and rules kind of creature, he can also be an incredible altruistic guide who models building a dream through inspiring leadership and the graceful execution of tasks. While looking after those people around him, it's time to be as solid as a rock and thus offer stability and safety in your herd. Support for your strategy will only be assured when constant growth benefits the whole. And the closer inspection, you can see how being at the top really means continuous service to others. It's time to grab the bull by the tusks and launch your bright and beautiful initiative. You are the reigning sovereign of your life. Walrus conversations. How comfortable are you leading a group? How well do your people respond? What needs a little work? What structures do you need to pay more attention to? What does your ideal empire look like? And how can you have a little more fun building it? I am the Emperor, Chaku. So this is everything that I read. So I read all of this, the Emperor, Walrus Conversation. I find this really fun, and I do love this very much. So yeah, I'm absolutely in love with this deck. It's like so funny and so whimsical, and I think that just honestly, using this will always put like a smile on my face. I think this is a great deck to use if like, maybe I personally would use this if I have serious things, because honestly, if you have serious situations or whatnot, and then, you know, sometimes using a more serious deck, you're constantly serious and constantly in like a negative headspace, I feel like this would brighten things up a bit, in my opinion. So I think it would be way more fun to use this during like more serious readings, in my opinion. But that's just like me personally. I don't know. I'm sure other people are different, but do let me know in the comments what you think about this deck, because I'd love to hear from you in terms of this particular deck and what you think about it in terms of like how you would use this if this is something that you personally purchased. So lastly, I'm going to flip through the Muse Tarot, which is the other deck that I have from Chris-Anne. And it's one that I love as well. It's definitely different in terms of imagery, because it's more collage based, like kind of like the Tarot of Curious Creatures, but more it's really different compared to the light Seers, is what I'm saying, and compared to the Tarot of Curious Creatures. So this is the box. It's 78 cards. In the back it says, expect magic, exploration, and inspiration infused with a wildly eclectic spirit. The Muse Tarot will illuminate your path toward inspiration and magic with its bright symbolism, powerful muse energy. So she did rename the suits in this particular deck, with the cups being emotions, wands being inspiration, swords being voices, and materials being pentacles. So it's to deliver messages from source of creation. So this is like talking about creations and being creative. So the detailed guidebook contains card meanings, poetry, and word prompts to offer insight into your readings while stoking the sparks of your creativity. And it says, ignite the muse within. Now, with all the decks, they all retail for the same price. So US $26.99 and Canada $35.99. I'm pretty sure I got this for retail value when I got it. Now, another thing to note with this deck is that all the kings have been renamed to Muse, just to let you know. So it does talk about, you know, what the Muse is and whatnot, goes into the major, minor, and all that. So if you want to know what the Muse is, it's pretty much a source of like inspiration and about creation and whatnot. So, yeah. And then she does talk about the renaming of the suits. That's something that you would have to get used to. This one I don't find as beginner friendly, to be honest with you, because the imagery is very collage. It's heavy collage. So I don't know if people would have an easy time with this. And obviously the minors are all renamed. So that's something to learn. There's like a learning curve with this particular deck. So it does have keywords for upright. It has a prompt, information, and then it goes into a poem, which is pretty nice, and it does that for every single card. And I do love this deck very much. I use it for ancestral work because of the imagery. I just find it works well for ancestral work. So here is the Fool. Then we have the Magician. The High Priestess is like my favorite in this deck. She's so beautiful. Then we have the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers. We have the Chariot. We have Strength. This is a typical Strength card with the Lion. We have the Hermit card. The Wheel. I love the moon phases in the Wheel card. We have Justice. Hanged Muse instead of Hanged Man. We have Death. This Death card is very powerful, in my opinion, and very beautiful. Temperance. The Devil. We have the Tower card. the Star card, the Moon, the Sun. Judgment was renamed to Awakening. And then the World, Cosmos is the world. So we go into the Wands with the Inspiration. 2 of Inspiration. 3. I do like the renaming of the suits. I find it very unique. And it kind of makes the theme of the deck more interesting, in my opinion. We have the Page. Look at her hair. Crazy. I love it. The Knight. The Queen. And then we have the Muse. So all the Muses are going to be like this, which I know some people hate when cards are landscape and the rest are portrait, but all the Muses are going to be like this. I think out of all the suits, the Cup suit is my favorite when it comes to the imagery. I find it really interesting because it's all water-based, right? So so we have the 9, the 10, Page with the octopus arms, Knight. Love this Queen. Beautiful. And then we have the Muse. Now, voices are swords. We have the 2, the 3, 4, very relaxing for the 4 swords. We have the 5, this fox is in this one. Oh, she did, look, there's Tarot of Curious Creatures, little cameo there. Which is funny because I've never actually noticed that until now. 10 of Swords. We have the Page. The Knight. The Queen. And then the Muse. And then we have the last suit, which is Materials, which is the Pentacle suit. 2 of Materials, 3, 4, we have the 5, the 6, love the flowers here too, 7, 8, so fun. Then we have the 9, the 10, Page, the Knight. So all the Knights are horses. There's no people in them. Then we have the Queen. And lastly, the Muse, which again have lots of flowers. Love it. So yeah, the cardstock is the same as the Light Seers for this one. Oh, I didn't show the backs. So these are the backs. They have flowers on them. As I said, the base of the backs are typically the same. She just changes up or adds different elements to each to match the style of deck that it is, which is nice. I like that touch. Also, it makes it unique because her backs are all the same, but at least you know that when you see a back like this, it's a Chris-Anne deck. And that, in my opinion, is a great thing. So I got Judgment, which is the Awakening. So let's put this on. Oops, let's bring this forward a bit. Okay, 20, Awakening, Judgment. Keywords: awakening to your divine nature, judgment, facing the music, ascension, accepting and forgiving your beautiful soul. Prompt: intrinsic expansion. Rising above the clouds, we find clarity in ourselves, in our past, in our actions. The key to this judgment, this awakening, this reckoning of the heart and memory is to be able to dish out radical self-compassion and forgiveness. See yourself as the beautiful spark of inspiration that you are. You are divine, love, mystery. And when you open yourself up to this beautiful truth, you will see that your flaws are rooted in your humanness. Beautiful soul, bright, shiny light. Awaken to the magic you possess in your heart and see your past as the incredible lesson that it was. A history of beautiful and broken things that have brought you right here to this moment, to this place, where you can bear witness to your own magnificence, where the only judgment to be laid down is by your own honest heart, and where a forgiveness of the spirit is the remedy for your beautiful future. The poem for this card is, what are we but ashes, fire, water, and air, laced with pure magic and dusted with prayer. Absolutely love that. Honestly, I find this really beautiful. This is everything I read for the awakening. So for me, like, all these decks have a different purpose, right? So the Muse Tarot, I use it not as an everyday deck, but more as one to connect with ancestral powers, spirits, whatnot. I find that really good. Light Seers is more of an everyday deck. And I think I'll use this as an everyday deck too, or something where if I need like a boost of, brightness or happiness in my life, I'll definitely pick up this deck, because this deck has more of a whimsical feel to it, but it just brings a smile to my face, gives me a good laugh. I don't know, it's so funny. So yeah, I really, really love that. So let's just do a quick comparison, cardstock and whatnot. And let me set that up and I'll be right back. So as you can see, these are the backs. So you can see that they all have the same type of base on them, with obviously unique features for each and every one of them. So yeah, cardstock. So this one feels way more matte. Like, the feeling of this one is different compared to these two. These two feel more the same. So cardstock wise, oops, let's move that a little bit. Cardstock wise, these look more the same thickness. This looks a bit thinner, I think. Maybe it is the same thickness. It doesn't feel, it feels lighter. It feels lighter. So, yeah. What about this one and this one? I don't know, it feels a bit lighter compared to these two decks. Definitely the feeling of the cardstock is different compared to these two. But I still love the feeling of it, and I think it still shuffles as well as these two. I still love it. So I think like similarities, they feel almost the same in terms of shuffling, but this one feels a bit thinner than these two, in my opinion. So I do thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of all these decks. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I have lots of content coming. Don't forget to turn on the bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. Give this video a thumbs up, as it's greatly appreciated. And I do thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.